অন্তরে তুমি আছো চিরদিন, ওগো অন্তর জামি। বাহিরে বৃথায় যত খুঁজি তাই পাই না তোমারে আমি।
When a child is born, he or she is like a fresh flower. No child is born a criminal or an offender. Things happen for various reasons. Who are we to judge? Because we have not been in that situation. I have been through a journey with such people, and all I did was treat them like a human being and not an untouchable. The rest is history. Especially I'm a woman walking into a man's world. কম ওখানে আমি তো কখনো কিছু প্ল্যান করিনি লাইফে, কোনো কিছুই না। কারণ আমার অনেস্টলি স্পিকিং আমার কখনো কিছু আমায় অ্যাচিভ করতে হবে সেই জিনিসটাই ছিল না। যখন যেটা মন বলেছে সেটাই করেছি। দিস ওয়াজ ওয়ান সাচ। গিয়েছিলাম অ্যাজ আ গেস্ট জেলের ভিতরে, এখন যেটা সংশোধনাগার, কিন্তু সেটা যে আমাকেও সংশোধন করে দেবে আর জেলের ভিতরে যে আমার মুক্তি হবে সেটা তো আমি কোনোদিনও ভাবিনি। আমার অনেক জীবনের আপস অ্যান্ড ডাউনসে আমার নাচলেই মনটা ভালো লাগতো, তো আমি সেটাই ওদের শেয়ার করতে গিয়ে তখন they're involved in something creative. কিন্তু অন্য সময়গুলো আর ডিপ্রেসিং। You cannot be happy in a jail. Nobody wants to stay there. But যদি ওই এনভায়রনমেন্টেও if they can do something like this, it is only because they have used the energy. It was on the International Women's Day and I was invited as a guest. The girls wanted to learn dance and I readily agreed because I love challenges, because I didn't know what it was like to be with these people who are shunned by the society. When I was coming out, I noticed the boys and I really felt sorry for their mothers. Being a mother myself, I felt any one of them could have been my child and I wanted to teach them too. জেল জায়গাটা তো সবার কাছেই একটা ম্যাটার অফ কিউরিওসিটি। ইটস এ ভেরি ইন্ট্রিগিং প্লেস, ভেরি ডিফারেন্ট ফ্রম দ্য আউটসাইড ওয়ার্ল্ড। তাই জন্য আমি যখন প্রথম গিয়েছিলাম আমার কাছে ওটা ওরকমই লাগতো। আমি ভাবিনি যে আমি এভাবে ইমোশনালি ইনভলভড হয়ে যাব, এতটা হব। ইনস্টিংক্টিভলি আমি মিস্টার শর্মাকে বলেছিলাম যে ক্যান আই অলসো টিচ দ্য বয়েজ। উনি অবাক হয়েছিলেন, কারণ সবাই ভয় পায় ভিতরে যেতে বা ওদের সঙ্গে ইন্টারঅ্যাক্ট করতে। অনেকেই যায় আউট অফ কিউরিওসিটি, কিন্তু আগ বাড়িয়ে ওদের। আর নাচটা এমন একটা জিনিস যেটা হয়তো কেউ ভাববে না যে জেলের ভিতর হয়। বাট আই হ্যাভ টু অ্যাডমিট দ্যাট মিস্টার শর্মা ওয়াজ আ গ্রেট 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 সাপোর্ট। আমরা যে এনার্জিটা নিয়ে জন্মাই, আমরা অনেক সময় অনেক নেগেটিভ দিকে আমাদের এনার্জিটাকে চলে যায়, অ্যান্ড উই অ্যালাউ ইট টু গো। সো দ্য এনার্জি ওয়াজ নট অনলি দ্য ফিজিক্যাল এনার্জি, which actually I started with. আমি যখন দেখলাম ওদের একটা র এনার্জি আছে যেটা ক্যান বি ইউজড, I didn't realize that আমাদের কি, আমরা যখন নাচি, I know it affects our body and mind and soul, কিন্তু ওটা তো কনসিয়াসলি ভাবি না, ওটা হয়ে যায়। কিন্তু ওদের করাতে গিয়ে I realized that why we feel good when we dance.
মাগো, জানি আমরা দুর্বল, তবু তারই মাঝে ডাকি তোকে। এই মায়া এত অবিদ্যার মধ্যে তুলে নিতে, এই আমাদের সাধনা। নিষ্ঠুর হাতে এই পাষাণের বুকে বইয়ে দাও স্নেহের নির্ঝরিণী ধারা।
Although the girls were very excited, the boys were not. They thought dancing was being feminine. And I did think that they would feel this way. So I started with martial dance, and I told them that it was like karate, kung fu. So probably they could relate to that. Started with martial dance, and then the vibrant folk dances of India. And they started enjoying it because the rhythm they had lost in life was coming back in their body, their mind, their soul, their thoughts. And not only the boys who first came in, others started joining in. And I had a team of 60 boys and 10 girls. While they were rehearsing for these dances, the folk dances, the martial dances, they started making the props, the costumes, which they never thought they could. So all their latent talents, which were lying submerged, were surfacing. All their artistic talents were coming out. They didn't even know that they had an artist in them. ওরা যা কিছু বলবার হয় অনেক সময় একটা চিরকুটে লিখে দেয়। চিরকুটে আমাকে লিখেছে যে আমার মার কথা অত মনে পড়ে না, কিন্তু এখন যখন চোখ বন্ধ করে কখনো মার কথা ভাবি তোমার মুখটা ভেসে ওঠে। I was so touched. আমি কিছুই করিনি, you know, that just that little bit made such a difference to him. As they were changing their attitude, their body language, I thought of doing Valmiki Pratibha, because it was their story, the transformation of a dacoit into a sage. And I found all my Valmikis there, and it has created history.
Mono amar কিভাবে যে কিছুই বুঝিতে যে পারি নে।
আমরা কে দোষ না করেছি জীবনে, ছোট বড়, কত অনেক বড় বড় দোষীরা বাইরে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছে, তাদের দিকে কিন্তু লোকে আঙুল দেখায় না। দ্য মোমেন্ট ইউ ওয়াক ইনটু দ্য জেল, ওখানেই একটা স্ট্যাম্প পড়ে যায়, অ্যান্ড ইউ হ্যাভ টু লিভ উইথ দ্যাট স্টিগমা। When someone dies in the family of one of them, we all sit around and pray for the departed soul. We don't even know who they are, but they're all brothers, sisters, and they're my children. So we all sit together and pray. They have also learned to share the sorrows of others. It's all a bonding, a brotherhood beyond boundaries. Never, ever, anywhere in the world, as far as I know, I may be wrong, do prisoners go out of the prison, perform all over the country, and they come back to the jail. Nobody has ever even imagined to escape, although they had every opportunity to do so.
ভেঙে মোর ঘরের চাবি নিয়ে যাবি কে আমারে ভেঙে মোর ঘরের চাবি নিয়ে যাবি কে আমারে
কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য
বলাকার পাখায় পাখায় কোন সে কবে কল্পনা
And gradually with time, there was a peculiar bonding when I started becoming a mother figure to them, and they called me Ma, a mother. It was such a beautiful feeling because there was so much innocence, so much love, so much sincerity in that bonding, that connection that we had. And gradually they became a part of my life. I realized why. এটা ওরাও আমাকে বলেছে আগে যে মা আমাদের কিন্তু গায়ে হাত দেয় না কেউ কখনো। আমি তো ওদের ভালো করলে আদর করে দিই, ইয়ে করলে চুল ধরে মেরে ঠাস ঠাস দুটো পিঠে লাগিয়ে দিই। ওখানে হেন কেউ নেই যে পিঠে দু একটা চট চাপড় খায়নি আমার। But you know, they love it. But they always said, Ma, you do what you want, because all mothers scold, all mothers beat, all mothers love, but don't leave us. Be with us always, all our life.
নিজের অজান্তেই কখন তাকে মা বলে বসেছি।
আমি যেখানেই শুই বা যেখানেই খাই, চারটে লোক এসে পাশে বসে, চারটে লোক পাশে এসে শোয়, কিন্তু আগে তো এই জিনিসটা ছিল না। তো এটা তো আমার জন্য না, এটা টোটালটা আমার তো ক্রেডিট না। যদি ক্রেডিট দিতে টোটালটা আমার মিষ্টি মাকে দেওয়া উচিত। You see, all I did was channelize their energy, the unused youthful energy that they had, in a positive way. And it worked. They were doing so well that I thought, why don't we have a little performance within the walls of the jail? Because I never ever imagined, we never imagined, they will go and conquer the whole country. Within the jail, there are boys and girls from different religious backgrounds. After doing Valmiki Pratibha, and when they all actually became brothers, there was no barrier, no religious barrier. Each one was celebrating the other's festivals together.
Buddham Sharanam Gacchami.
Dominus Illuminatio me, amen.
Since we started this journey, many boys and girls have been released, and they're all in touch with me. আমার there are farmer boys, যে আমার জন্য কলমি শাক নিয়ে আসে, নতুন আলু চাষ করছে, হলে নিয়ে আসবে। And believe me, they're all well settled in their own way, because not all of them come from very privileged background, but they're all settled happily with their families. Sometimes they call me when they get a new job. Sometimes they call me, even send a train ticket when they get married. They'll call me when they have a child. I have a very happy family all around me, and I'm a proud mother of hundreds of children. When you have children, you also have grandchildren. There are so many children who live with their mothers in the jail because they have nowhere to go, nobody to take care of them at home. Such children live like prisoners as well.
I am Riju. I live at the Women's Correctional Home with my aunties. My mind drifts to the world beyond the iron gate, but I cannot go out. Do other children like me also remain confined? I pass my time with my aunties. I can read and I can recite. It's the same routine every day.
It is so unfortunate. I feel like a criminal myself. That aren't we crushing their childhood? Aren't we killing their growth, normal growth of a child? They call me grandmother, Didun. I felt it was my responsibility to at least try and give them some kind of a normal childhood where they will go to school in uniform. They will have proper classes, extracurricular activities. They will see cartoons. They will have a library. They will have toys and a playground to play around like any other normal child. Is it too much to ask for from a child who has not sinned to have a normal childhood? That's how Heartprint was born. First, it was like a boarding where I had brought some of them whose parents were in jail. Now some of them go to Don Bosco, Murshidabad, in one of the districts of West Bengal, in an English medium school. And the others who live with their mothers till age 6, they have a little Montessori, which is called Heartprint. Their mothers have their fingerprints there. My little grandchildren will leave their heartprint behind when they go to a better place, a better school after age 6. That is also our responsibility, that they go to a place where they can adjust themselves like any other child outside. And finally, we got the permission to take these children out to schools outside where they study with the other children of the society. And not only that, we even took them to the zoo. This was the first time that they're going out to schools, and it was a historical moment for all of us, my grandchildren, the teachers, and me. I was fortunate to be invited by Kurt Toftland for the World Conference on Shakespeare in Prison in San Diego, USA, in March 2018. My work was greeted with a standing ovation, and I was invited to the Los Angeles prison. The inmates danced with me, and I became Mama Roy to them. Dance liberated them from within.
Will go on and on.
It was a calling from the Divine Mother of Pondicherry for me to go and work with the prisoners of Pondicherry prison. The language was a barrier, but it wasn't, because dance and love has a language of its own, which can break all barriers. And they performed beautifully, and I became Amma to them. Some of my boys who are privileged and have gone to the open jail, the open prison, I couldn't believe that they performed without my guidance on their own and put up a brilliant show in one of the local pujas. And I was really very, very proud with their aesthetics and their movements. One of my boys in the open prison, Chandan, is a remarkable idol maker. And his idols even travelled to Pondicherry for their prison fest. I feel really, really proud. Has it happened anywhere in the world where the prisoners are invited to perform by the Honourable Judges of Kolkata High Court in the presence of the Honourable Judges of Supreme Court of India and Kolkata High Court on 29th of June 2024. It was a historical event and they were acknowledged with a standing ovation. On 7th of January 2018, early morning, my boys from the prison crossed another milestone in life. I think they created another history. For the past 10 years, they have been performing in public auditoriums where they were on stage and the audience was in the auditorium. There was still a fine line. But that morning, they mingled with 12,000 marathon runners and they ran the marathon with them. There was no wall, no barrier. It was pure joy of inclusiveness. So I'm proud to be their mother. I'm proud of them because they have not only made a difference to my life. I think if the society really highlights their transformation, I think many people in the world will want to be transformed and see the light.
আর যে তোমাকে এত কষ্ট দিয়েছে সেও তো আমারই সন্তান, কষ্ট পাচ্ছে অনুতাপে, অনুশোচনায়। আমি তো মা, আমি তো ক্ষমা করবই। তুমি ওকে ক্ষমা করে দাও, তবেই ও মুক্তি পাবে।
কেন এ হিংসা দেশ, কেন এ ছদ্মবেশ, কেন এ মান অভিমান, ভিতর ভিতর প্রেম পাষাণ হৃদয়ে, ভিতর ভিতর প্রেম পাষাণ হৃদয়ে, জয় জয় হোক তোমারি, বরিশ ধরা মাঝে শান্তির বাড়ি।